यमुना तेरा वनचारी, यमुना तेरा राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, गोपी जन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तेरा वनचारी, यमुना हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Om Vishnupad Brahmas Parivrajika Acharya Stottar Sata Srimata Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Samasta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's Jagannath Katha. So this is the request is requested by our devotees. So today we'll be discussing, so since it's a festival of the Rathayatra, Jagannath Rathayatra festival, so that's why we'll be discussing in brief about this Jagannath Katha as discussed in the Skanda Purana. So majorly we can see out of 18 Puranas, this Jagannath Katha extensively discussed in Skanda Purana. So it is the one of the Purana among the 18 Puranas. Especially in this Skanda Purana, we are seeing this story in the Vaishnava Khanda. So there are the different Khandas are there, Maheshwara Khanda, Vaishnava Khanda, like that. So this Purana is very much discussing about the various tirthas, how these tirthas are manifesting and what are the different festivals and different glories and so on so. And it's very, very important because devotees, so we has to know so how the kshetra, that means every kshetra like Purushottama kshetra, like Mathura, like Kasi, like Haridwar, Dwarika, Prabhasa, like that many places, many holy places are being discussed in this Purana. It's one of the biggest Purana. among all the 18 Puranas, it is the biggest one. It is having the more than, so almost all 80,000 slokas it is having. 80,000. Compared to Bhagavatam, if you see, it's maybe some, how many times? 4 times, more than 4 times, it is bigger actually. It's a big book. So in this Vaishnava Khanda, it is discussing about the various holy places related to the Vishnu actually. So that's why it is known as Vaishnava Khanda. So in this, initially we can see in this Vaishnava Khanda, Venkatachala Mahatmyam. Venkatachalam means you might be knowing, that's from South India actually, Tirupati. So it is being discussed, and then after that, so next is Utkala Khanda actually. Utkala Khanda is the second part of this Vaishnava Khanda. In this Utkala Khanda, very extensively it is discussed actually. Why Lord appeared. So why Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Sudarshan in these 4 murtis. So why Lord appeared here and on whose request. And from the beginning the story is there actually. And also this Purushottama Kshetra, this is Jagannath Kshetra is also known as Purushottama Kshetra, and this is also being discussed and glories are discussed. And it's like more than maybe some 30 chapters are there, and each chapter is having more than 100 slokas. That means almost all you can expect 3,000 slokas about the one kshetra. Such a big discussion is there. Definitely we should know, but in our 1 hour class actually it's not possible to discuss many things. We may discuss very few actually in this. Yeah. So okay, so the story begins like this. Why? Actually, Jagannath appeared. These glories of Purushottam Kshetra, why they came into the limelight. So that the story begins there actually. In this Purana, Jaimini Rishi is explaining to the Rishis actually about the manifestation of this Jagannath Kshetra. So these sages are asking actually, why actually this Purushottam Kshetra manifested, and why Lord is appearing in the form of that means Lord is holding the wooden body. What is the reason actually? And how it happened? So can you please explain like that? These sages, they asked to the Jaimini Rishi actually. And Jaimini started explaining. So the story behind this, what happened? So after bringing out, that means taking out the earth from the Rasatala, actually it was drawn into the Garbhodaka Jal actually. And then to bring out that, so Lord Varaha came. That's in the initial, that's the first day of the Brahmaji, you might be remembering. So those that happened, and that earth is brought out, and then after that Brahmaji's work is what? What is his service? So he has to refill all the planets according to the karma of the Jivatmas. So Jivatma, it is having the previously karma. Based upon that karma, it has to be given the body. So whatever the karma is there, based upon that subtle and gross bodies has to be given. At the time of this complete annihilation, so all these subtle and gross bodies are out, and only karma is along with the jiva, and it entered into the Karananamasa Vishnu. Then after that, so they will come back, and then Brahmaji's duty is secondary creation, giving the different bodies to them. And he was doing, and everyone think like us, we also think. So if you keep on doing same work, then you think what? How to do that means how to stop this work. That means he's fully fed up. Brahmaji fully fed up, because he is giving the bodies to the jivas again and again, day after day. Like that years are going on actually. And he was so much fed up of this work actually. And he thought that, why I have to give body for all these jivatmas? What is the reason? The reason is their karma. Yes? If the karma is not at all there, then my work will not be there, I will be happy. We also try to think like that only, na? So we want to find the solution of not to have any work. So same way Brahmaji was also thinking like that. I don't want to further do this heavy Herculean task. I don't want to do. So then he was thinking this karma is the only the problem for all these jivas, and how to destroy this karma. And like that he was thinking actually. And he thought that better I should glorify the Vishnu because he is my father. And so like that he was keep on glorifying. So like, oh my dear Vishnu, so you are the supreme personality of the Godhead, and from your novel only I came, and so and so like that. So he pleased the Vishnu. Then, so Lord Vishnu appeared on the Garuda, and he asked. So before asking itself, actually, sorry, he didn't ask, actually Vishnu himself said, my dear Brahmaji, for what purpose you glorified me? Actually, satisfying that desire is impossible actually. What Brahmaji want? He doesn't want to see the karma of the any jivatma. So that he will be escaped from the doing of the creation. So this was his desire actually. And he said that durlabham, this is impossible, my dear. So it's not possible. So but in this direction, you can do so something actually. So what is that? So now onwards, so I am going to reveal the glories of the one kshetra, and that kshetra is Purushottama kshetra. And I am standing there, I am residing there in the form of a beautiful deity. And that name is, what is the name of that deity? Anyone knows? Neelamadhav. So that is the Neelamadhav deity. And Vishnu said that, so, and that deity is so powerful, even if anyone go and get the darshan with this fleshy eyes, and if they get even a one-time darshan, so they will be relieved from the samsara. Completely they will be relieved from the samsara. And so this is the so magnanimous place, and where it is actually, so that also he should say, na? Otherwise how Brahmaji will come to know where he will go. So this place is just south side of the river Mahanadi. So Mahanadi you might be knowing, it starts in the Chhattisgarh actually, okay? In the Chhattisgarh hills, so, but it is not having a particular origin actually. So it starts from the different hill stations and from the different places, and water accumulates, and then that will become like a river actually. But it is not having, like in the Ganga case, there is a Gangotri is the origin, and for the Krishna, Godavari, we have the origin, but it is not having any specific origin. But yeah, many small water, that means streams are becoming together, and it become the Nadi called Mahanadi. And south side of this Mahanadi, and also there is on the bank of the Tirtharaja, that is the ocean. So the north side of the ocean, there is some curvature, and just the north side of this ocean, so there is place is known, and in that place you can find one hill. That hill name is Nilachal. That hill is Nilachal. On that hill, so what is there actually on that hill? The hill is on the top of the hill. There is a place. So there is one kund is there. That kund name is Rohini Kund. And also there is one big banyan tree. So that's such a big banyan tree. It is having so much height. That means so more than 5 yojanas actually. Such a big height tree is there. And under that means just west side of the tree, and also east side of this river, Kund, Rohini Kund. So I am standing there actually. I am residing there. And you go there and see me. And also you do tapasya there. And then everyone will come to know about this place. Everyone will come to know about this place. And this is such a magnanimous place. If anyone in this, that means in this creation, any jiva, go and get darshan of that, immediately they will be relieved from their karma. And no matter, so it is whatever, that means what kind of person, what kind of sins are, so he has done. And here, one important thing, so whenever in the Puranas and in the Shastras, if we hear the glories of any kshetra or any holy name or bhakti glories, we should not have even a tinge of doubt actually. Maybe how it is possible? Such a sinful people also there, and they are getting the darshan. Will they get liberated? Maybe, may not be. If you have this kind of doubt, then this is what? It is one of the offenses actually. It's offense towards the, that means if you, Sruti Shastra Nindanam actually. That means, so, it's like a blaspheming the literature, that means suspecting the glories of the bhakti. If you think, thing is, Shastra, whatever is saying, if you don't accept fully, and if you try to find the secondary meaning, maybe they have to do previously some punya. If they go, then only they will get liberated. Not everyone, so not such a sinful people. If we have this kind of doubt, then this is, and if you try to find this some figurative meaning or the secondary meaning of the instructions said in the scriptures, the glories said in the scriptures, then it is also second, one more aparadha, tadarthavadaha. That means, if you think that the glories of the holy name or the glories of the tirthas, that means holy places, as just a prasamsa, is a glorification, maybe there is a good chance that we may sometime think that maybe to invoke devotion to us and about the dham is said like that. It is just a glorification, but it's not fact. If we think like this, this is also offense actually. It's a great offense. So we have to accept, that means as it is. So that's why, so that is a very much, when you read the Puranas, there are so many glories are coming in that, and you should not at all suspect, or you should not at all have any doubt about those. We should accept those as it is. So like that, so Narad Muni, Krishna, Vishnu explained to him, so you go there and so do your tapasya, then everyone will do the worship. So, and then everyone will come to know this place, and people will coming and they will be relieved. This much can happen. Not the everyone karma, but it's anadi kala. That means from the beginningless this karma is there and this avidya is there. How can we destroy it completely, this avidya? It's not at all possible actually. So he said like that. Then Brahmaji went there actually there, and he keep on, that means doing the worship. So when he went there, he saw one glorious thing actually. What happened? He just went there, and he found the beautiful deity actually, is a Neelamani. That means that deity is that's made up of the Neelamani. And what is the height of that deity? Is the half meter actually. The half meter deity actually this is. Only half meter, yeah. So yeah, that's how many angulas actually? So 50 centimeters. So how in angulas, if you inches, if you something is there actually, I forgot actually, okay? It's almost a half meter height actually, that's the deity. So he saw that, and at the time there is a Rohini Kund is just behind to that, so this deity is under that's a big banyan tree. That banyan tree is very glorious tree. That banyan tree is very glorious and so glorious, and Lord is not at all getting any rain or any kind of, so sunshine or anything, and it completely is cooling and soothing actually. There was no temple at that time. Only this deity was there. And when Brahmaji went there, then he saw suddenly one thing. One crow came and it dipped into it went into that water, because sometimes in the seasons, the summer season, so these crows also, they go into the water. And that crow went into the water, and the Rohini Kund water. Then immediately what happened, it left that crow body and it got the body like Vishnu. And Brahmaji got shocked. My God, what is this? And such a glorious thing is happening. Don't think this is not a story. This is fact. If you think in your mind it is something just to invoke some faith in the dham, it is said, maybe. No, you should always take it as it is. From the heart we should take actually. So that is very important. Otherwise, there is offensiveness is there in our heart. Then that will stop us to go close to the holy name. That will stop. That's the danger is there. So Brahmaji saw this, and then he got, my God, this place is not an ordinary place. It is a very glorious. Then, and he was praying, and immediately by seeing this, Yamaraj got the one big problem. My God, what is happening? And I am the controller of this entire earth planet. And I am that means controller means he's having the full charge of everyone's karma. If anyone do the bad karma, who is going to punish, and under whom he is everyone is under the Yamaraj. And now this crow also got by seeing this crow incident, Yamaraj also thought that, what is happening here? And what is about my job here? And that means I lost my powers on this place. Even crow is also getting the liberation, Sarupya Mukti. And what is this? And immediately he also came there and he just standing behind the Brahmaji and in front of the deity. He is also looking what is happening here. So, and that means I don't have any powers here. And then he also deeply praying actually. Amaras also prayed to the Nilmadhav, and along with the Nilmadhav, so Lakshmi also there actually. You should on the lotus flower, she is also there. That's the deity actually. So then they glorified by the prayers of the Amaras. So mother, that means Lord Vishnu and mother, so Lakshmi both became so happy actually. And then that glorification is wonderful glorification. It's very wonderful. So then mother, so Vishnu, Lord doesn't want to speak anything, and he glanced on her actually. You answer the Yamaras. He is thinking that he is losing that means his charge on this land actually. And you explain what is the thing. Then Mother Lakshmi immediately understood the Lord's intention. So just by glance only she understood actually. He didn't speak anything. So then immediately Mother Lakshmi started saying, "Oh my dear Yama, what you are thinking actually. So you are the in charge, you are not the in charge this place. So we will not leave this place. Myself and Lord, Vishnu, we don't leave. And it is such a powerful place, even a one time if they get darshan of the Lord, immediately they will be relieved from this samsara." So like that, so she explains about the glories. So what are the various glories? We can see very wonderfully explained. So one among that glory, so she says actually also, see, you saw Emma, you can ask Brahmaji also how this place is so wonderful. When he came, he saw one incident here, one crow got the Sarupya Mukti, that means the liberated body, so formed like the Lord Vishnu. So like that she explained to him. Then after that, so mother explains this glory of this Jagannath Kshetra, and this Kshetra is infallible even after the devastation. Every day of the Brahmaji there is a big devastation. Even after the devastation there will be no loss or nothing will be vanished in this Jagannath Kshetra. And for that she has taken one story and she narrates the story of the Markandeya Rishi. You know, Markandeya Rishi is a devotee of the Lord Shiva. So one Markandeya Rishi, he worshipped the Lord Shiva and he got a boon. What is that boon? So he has boon from the Lord Shiva that he will live for the 7 kalpas. 7 kalpas he'll be having the lifespan, and such a boon he got. So then on that day what happened? So mother is explaining actually. So that is the devastation. It's the final day actually. On that final day, so there is a big, that means it's final day, that means final moments of the Brahmaji, that is on the day is ending. So big pralaya, that means because of fire and because of so everything is burnt out and everything became a one ocean actually. Entire planet became one ocean. But at that time who are there? So Mother Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu and that banyan tree. So these 3 are there, and also along with that, so Markandeya Rishi is there. And in that water he is keep on drawing. That means he is somewhere actually, he is not in this dham. He is somewhere and he is just swimming in that water and is not able to find where is the place and to stay, because such a heavy water and he doesn't have any place to stand. Then he is like that swimming. Finally he found a big tree. Banyan tree is visible. Then all of a sudden he saw and he got surprised. How it is possible? This is a devastation time and seeing I am a big banyan tree. What is this? And then so he came. That means he is coming to close to that. And before that he was surprised that there was a big fire was there, and at that time how it retained and without burnt out. This is not at all burnt out and it is retaining, and also how it is standing actually. Now everything is flown by the water and everything is completely drowned, and how this is possible? How it is possible? This tree is still standing. So let me see, like that he came close and he saw there the beautiful form of the Nilimadhav and Lakshmi. And this form he saw, then he glorified So before that, so while reaching that immediately place, on that banyan tree, there is a one small boy. You might be thinking, what is this on the banyan tree, small boy? Yes, that boy is nothing but the Kala Rupa. That means he is the form of the time. And he took the small boy, and that boy, that little boy is calling the Markandeya Rishi. Hey, my dear Markandeya, please come and enter into me, then I will save. You will be saved from this devastation, because he has to stay for the 7 kalpas, means he should not be died. Na? So that's why this is the duty of the time only. Time has to save him. Then that boy is calling. So then he reached to that, just near to that banyan tree, and he saw the beautiful form of the Nilimado. Then immediately he got, that means one thing is, after drowning so much, he got the place to stand. And he became so happy. And next thing is, he is seeing the beautiful form of the Lord, and his heart is so pleased. Of course, he is a worshipper of the Shiva, but that Shiva worship whom? The Lord. So that's why he became so happy, and he started glorifying the Lord. Sounds nice glorification was there. So then after that, Lord said that, my dear Markandeya, you go into the inside of, that means this boy's mouth. You climb this tree and enter into the boy's mouth, and you will be saved there. So as instructed by the Nilimado, so he went in, he climbed that banyan tree, and there on that leaf, that means that banyan leaf is like a throne. It's like a throne, and inside that one boy, small boy is there, and he opened the mouth, that means, and this Markandeya Rishi entered through his throat and inside, and after going inside, and he is seeing in the stomach of that boy so many, that means, so all the devatas, Brahmaji, all the trees, that means oceans, rivers, everything are present there actually. And also he is seeing there the same tree. Also he is seeing the Neelamada, and also he is seeing everything. What is this? Like Yashodamaya, Shisana actually, in the mouth of the Lord, so the same Gokul and also Nandamara's house, and she is seeing herself also inside. The same way he is also seeing. What is this? How it is possible? And he bowed down to there, and he is praying, my Lord, you are the one, the creator, and you are the one, the annihilator. And like that he glorified. So then Lord, so by hearing his glories once again, so Lord gave that, you stay here till the time of the devastation. Once the devastation is over, then what do you have to do? You do, that means you make one kund here, and you worship the Lord Shiva, my secondary form, that means my Gunavatara. So that is the Lord Shiva's, and who is nothing but, how you should worship? As the my Gunavatara of the, so as my Gunavatara you should worship him. So like that he said. And then Markandeya actually wants to stay there only. So then Lord suggested him, so you do that. After devastation, make a kund and worship there the Lord Shiva as a my secondary form. Then Markandeya Rishi made a kund, and that is known as Markandeya Kund. Still it is there actually. In the Jagannath Puri, it will be there. And on the bank of the Markandeya Kund, there is a Markandeshwar. That's Lord Shiva's temple is also there. There Markandeya Rishi was doing his, so worship. So like this, so Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi also explains even so many stories to the Yamaraj actually. So like this one more story, the two very fallen, that means Brahmana and Kshatriya, and about them also she tell. Then after that, she explains very important and very interesting points actually about this Jagannath Kshetra. And this Jagannath Kshetra is in the form of what? Is in the form of Shank, conch. Is in the form of conch. And in that conch shape, so 2 yojanas is already inside in the, that means it's in the form of Shank, this whole place. If you see, if you can visit the official site of the Jagannath temple actually, there you can find the picture actually. There you will be seeing, so, Acha, this time is wrong, no? Actually, I am following that. What is that actually? I am thinking what already is how it is 45. Okay, this is the time I should follow. I got surprised actually. Okay, thank you. And this is a place actually. This description is very wonderful, And everyone should know actually. If we before going to the Jagannath Puri, better to know this. You'll be coming to know each and every detail. Where is what is there in which place. So if you see, this ocean is known as Tirtha Raja. So there the Bay of Bengal, that is known as Tirtha Raja. Why Tirtha Raja it is known as? This Jagannath Kshetra, that means which is on the top of the Nilachal. And you might be asking, so where is the Nilachal? That's a hill. You don't see hill now. Yes? Are you seeing any hill now? Where is that hill now? And even where is that Nilachal Bhagavan? He is not there also. Nilachal Bhagavan also is not there. Even hill is also not there. So anyway, that is a big story actually. Nilachal Bhagavan, so he went into the inside of the sand. So inside of the sand, because that is his desire actually. He wants to come in the form of wooden body form actually. He wants to take the wooden body. So that's why this Nilachal Bhagavan went inside to the sand, and Lord, that's our King Indradimna, so by his prayers, so Lord came in the form of Darumaya Deha, that means wooden form. And this story will come in the future actually. There are so many chapters are there and many discussions, many details are there in that. Everyone should read that Skanda Purana. And anyway, so this Kshetra, mother explains actually how this Kshetra is. That means everything is there from the beginning. That means only thing is Nilachal Bhagavan, that's a Nilmadhav's place. So we will be one. So there is only Nilmadhav. Now it is four types. It became four forms. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Sudarshan. So one became four actually by the desire of by the request of our Indradimna Maharaj. And that is, and so I'm coming back actually. That is a future story. I'm coming back and I'm explaining, so Mother Lakshmi, how she is explaining about this Jagannath Kshetra. So this hill is covered with the sand actually. That's why you are not seeing the hill now as it is. But actually that is a hill actually. That is a hill. And that is now because of the sand that is covered. And this Kshetra, whatever is there, that is in the shape of the Shank actually. And that Shank is the 2 yojanas, that's a thinner portion, whatever is there. There's a 2 yojana of that shape of that place. So inside of the ocean, because of this ocean became so glorious. And it's become Tirtha Raja actually. So that's why anyone go and take the bath in that, they will also liberated. They will be also liberated from all the kinds of that means karma. That is a boon actually asked by Brahmaji. So that's why, so everyone, whoever is going and getting the bath on there in the ocean, so definitely they will be getting this kind of Sukruti. And she says, inside actually if you see on that banyan tree and just to the east side of the Rohini Kund, there is Nilimadhav, and that same place, now you will be seeing the manifestation of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Sudarshan. They will install there only. The temple is built by the Indradimna Maharaj. And so she explains in the inner circle, there are the 7 layers actually. If you see that Shank, so you will be seeing the 7 different layers. And innermost layer, you will be seeing that whole temple. If you see that temple, inside of the temple and outside of the temple, if you completely cover, then it is almost, it can divide into the 7 layers, like 7 circles actually. The innermost circle you will be seeing the Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Sudarshan, and then just then hexagonal shape will be there. If you find then hexagonal shape, and there you will be finding so that 4 different forms of the Lakshmi like Vimala and so and so, and also you will be finding different kinds of other forms of goddess, and also Garuda, and also two trees and 4 kunds. All these will be there in the hexagonal shape. Then if you come to the next layer actually, in the next layer there will be Kshetrapalas. 8 Sivalingas are there. And also 8 Shaktis, Shiva and Shakti. 8 Shaktis also there. It's like a lotus. It's a lotus flower actually in that shape. That's the 3rd layer. Then after that 4th layer is the boundary wall of the temple. Then after that if you come out to the boundary wall, then once again there are 8 Kshetrapalas. Once again you will be finding the 8 Shivalingas and also 8 Shaktis. and that is the fifth layer actually. Then after that, in the sixth layer, you'll be finding the four ashramas. So four ashramas of the four different rishis. So then after that, in the finally, you'll be finding the other parts. I'm not remembering exactly. So like this is the whole kshetra is in the form of this Shankha. So that's why it is also known as Jagannath Kshetra is known as Shankha Kshetra. It is also known as Shankha Kshetra, or otherwise it is known as Jagannath Kshetra, and so on so. Now, like this, mother explains. Then after that, next story comes. So this Jaimini Rishi explains. These rishis are asking Jaimini, so my dear sage, how this wooden form came? So what is the story behind this? Then, so Jaimini Rishi explains in that there is a place, Utkala, this Utkala state, there are the beautiful, that means that's there the place where only the people who are having the piety, that means all the four ashramas and four varnas, so all are strictly observed, and whoever, that means very pious people who earn the sukriti in the life after life, so in their previous lives, so those will be only taking birth, and like that, so he will be explaining the whole total. So Utkala Desha, in that Utkala Desha, there is, so near to that Utkala Desha, Malavdesh. Malavdesh, you know, Indradyumna Maharaj's place is Malavdesh. Malavdesh means it's the west side of the Madhya Pradesh. West side of the middle India actually. So Vindhyachal west side actually. That is the Malavdesh, and so who is the king? That is the Indradyumna Maharaj is the king. And he is a very glorious and he is a very devoted devotee actually. One day he worshipped his deity. Then after that, he was thinking actually, is there any possibility so for me to see the Lord with these fleshy eyes? Is there any beautiful place? Sorry, is there any beautiful deity can I see like that? And where the Lord is residing, I want to see. If such a place is there, I will go and get the darshan of the Lord with these eyes. I want to see that. So like that, such a desire he got. So then what he said, immediately he called his Purohit, his Pujari. So then he asked him, so can you do one favor for me? So I want to find some place where we can find, so Lord is directly standing. So then, directly residing in the form, in the deity form. So then he calls Pujari calls the various different Tirtha Sthala, that means visitors. So who visit the different Tirtha Sthalas, and he call all of them. And among them, so one explains about the Jagannath Kshetra. And this is the Jagannath Kshetra where, so Lord is so beautiful, Neelimadhav, and one can go and get the darshan of the Lord there, and they will be getting darshan, and by one time darshan, they will be relieved from all the kinds of the karmas, and they will be relieved, and immediately they will get the liberation. So like that he was explaining. Then after that, so after hearing this, so Pujari, that Purohita of the Indradyumna Maharaj, thought that, so I can do one thing, Maharaj, I will send my brother to that place. He will first go there and he will find the situation how it is, and then after that he will make a place for you to reside there, because Indradyumna Maharaj want to get retired and so do the complete worship of the Lord and get the service of the Lord. If you find such a place, after hearing the glories from that person, so even the Indradyumna Maharaj also got such a desire. So he wants to stay there and do the worship. So like that he was thinking. So then this Pujari said that, my brother I will send, his name is Vidyapati actually. So he wants to send his brother, his name is Vidyapati, and Vidyapati will go there and he will find the situation there, and whether first Lord, how it is and where it is, and he will find the place for you also. Then so you can go there. Like that Pujari said to the Indradyumna Maharaj. So then as for the planning, So Vidyapati, so he took, that means few, that means trustworthy people along with him, and on the chariot he started traveling from the Madhya Pradesh to Utkaladesh, that means to the near to the Jagannath, Orissa. So so one day over and second day, so he just crossed the early morning Mahanadi, and so after that he reached to the Nilachal hill. And when he reached there, it's a completely big forest. And he's not able to understand. So where to find and how to find. And where is that Lord actually? And nobody is there. Now you might be having so much facilities and you can simply go easily. But at that time, to go to the holy dham means you have to do a lot of austerity. And he heard even this person also, Vidyapati also heard the glories of the Lord. So beautifully that person explained. So then that's why he was keep on excited actually. I want to get darshan and how to go, where to go. Because nobody is there and that's very secret actually. Of course, Brahmaji started worshipping and at that time. So then other people used to come but not this so frequently. And only demigods they used to come and they worship the Nilmadhav. Otherwise, human beings, nobody knows such a big, heavy forest, dense forest that is. So then he was somehow climbing and going on the top, and he reached to the just near to the one place that is known as Shabara Ashram. Shabaras means is one kind of, that means the tribal type actually. So they reside and their ashram he found actually. And he was very much tired actually, Vidyapati. So he was not having any food or anything. And after that he saw, so when he reached there, he was hearing some kind of sound. That sound is appearing like something is beyond this, so humans actually. And they were discussing about the worshipping of the Lord and so and so. Then he put attention and he was not able to figure it out and he came little close. And then, so he can't figure it out actually. Then after that, so he found that Shabara's house, and by that time, so one Shabara, so his name Vishwavasu. His name is Vishwavasu, and he is climbing down, so after worshipping the Nilmadhav, and he came there. Then immediately Vidyapati meet that Shabara and he asked, my dear Dev, I came here, my Maharaj Indradimna Maharaj sent me so to get the darshan of the Nilmadhav here. So we heard like that there is a great, that means a beautiful deity is there, Lord is he residing here. So I want to see that. So then, so Sabara said that, okay, no problem. You come with me, so I will take you to that place. So like that, so Sabara, that means one man only can travel, and it's a big dense forest and thorns, but Vidyapati even after traveling, so 2 days and not having the proper food and everything, but he's so excited actually to get the darshan. And he's going, and finally he reached that banyan tree, Rohini Kund, and there the Lord is standing, Nilmadhav. Then he got the darshan, and wonderful darshan, and he glorified. And there after that, so Shabara, so take him back, and Shabara asked, that means, so asked, you stay today here, and next day you can go. By doing the parikrama of the entire Jagannath Kshetra also you can do. You go next day. So that's why you should stay here and take the rest. Then here Vidyapati, after getting the darshan, so happy, even he didn't eat, but he's not having any kind of feeling of hunger. So Shabara arranged such a big feast, he got surprised actually. Vidyapati got surprised by seeing this. How it is possible such a big feast in this forest? And such a delicious items and he is finding there, and it is not at all possible to even to the ordinary human beings also. Then he got the doubt and Vidyapati asked Shabara, so my dear Dev, so how it is possible for you to have this kind of, so prasad, actually this kind of prasad, how it is possible here? Then he said that, my dear Dev, so here generally demigods, that means devatas, they come and they offer this such a beautiful items, and they bring this so much bhoga and they offer, and every day we take that. And whoever is taking that, and they don't get any old age, and it's a prasad actually, such a delicious and so beautiful prasad and nobody, that's why you see me and I don't have any old age. And by eating that prasad of the Saneli Madhav, so he became so happy actually, Vidyapati. And he got that one desire. I think I should do friendship with this Sabara. So because if I do friendship with him, then in future also, I can be with him and I can get the chance to get the darshan of the Lord again and again. So like that he thought, and next day he did the parikrama of the entire kshetra. So with the good, that means experiences, so with full of joy and happiness, he returned back to the, Malavidesh, that's Indradyumna Maharaj's kingdom. So he reached the Maharaj actually, and after reaching to the Maharaj, he offered the, that means immediately Lord, King, Indradyumna Maharaj, he stood up, and by seeing the Vidyapati, and in Vidyapati's hand there is a beautiful garland, which is given by the Shabara. And that garland is not at all, that flowers will not be dried. Always it look fresh and so nice aroma it comes actually. It gives. And by showing that, he immediately, that means Vidyapati showed, this is the garland, is a Bhoga, Prasada, Mahaprasad garland this is. Immediately Lord Indradyumna Maharaj, so prostrated, that means completely paying Dandavat Pranam to that garland, and he became so happy. And this kind of garlands they every day offer actually, these demigods, they used to come and they worship. So Shabara said one thing actually, by the time your Maharaj came here, so Neelamada will not be there. That is the will of the Lord, and Lord already told to us, so this Neelamada will be disappearing. He will be go inside to the golden sand. He will go inside to the golden sand, so he will not be there. So, but you should not tell this to the your king. You should not tell this, and let him come, and then only he will understand. Then he will get the instructions also what he has to do, and Lord will appear in the form of the Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra and Sudarshan. So these four forms will appear from the one. So like that, Shabara told the same thing. So he kept hidden, and by that time actually Narada Muni also came, and Narada Muni's instructions also. So by the help of the Narada Muni, along with Vidyapati, so Indradyumna Maharaj, he will travel back. So travel to this Nilachala Kshetra. There, so he will initially visit the different Ekamravanam. Ekamravanam you might be knowing, that is a Bhuvaneshwar actually. So different places he traveled, and finally he comes to the top of the Nilachal, and he visited that Vruksha, that's a banyan tree and Rohini Kund, and everything he saw and he glorified. But finally he saw, so Narada Muni is showing to him, see, this is the place where Neelamada was there. So by that immediately his heart was broken actually. He started crying and lamenting and so much actually, and feeling of so unfortunate, I am not able to see. Then Narada Muni says, don't worry. So you do the various Aswamedha Yagyas, and then Lord will be revealing to you what you should do. Then like that, so Indradyumna Maharaj did these several Aswamedha Yagyas. Then after that, finally, so in the dream, at the end of that, so Lord says that you take, that means you find one tree actually, so and that tree, you just take that and bring that, and from that I will manifest into 4. You don't need to do anything. Like that he said actually. So then with the help of Narada Muni, he goes and he finds the tree actually where meant for the Lord's deities, and they brought that and cut it, and they brought that and they kept in that Vedi. And then after that, Akashvani said that nobody should enter into this room, and there is one old man is there, and who does the carving actually, and just this old man should enter actually inside, and nobody should not hear the sound, whatever the sound is coming while they carving this, and we should not see also. If anyone see, they will lose the sight, and if anyone hear, then they will get disabled actually, they cannot hear also. So like that, Akashvani said that, and as said, as per the instruction, so that's a Swayambhu actually. So that means this old man went inside. So this is the story, and you might be hearing the Vishwakarma doing, and Indradyumna Maharaj before the, so doing the whole thing, and it's went and then form, Lord came in that form. That story is not there in the Skanda Purana actually. Maybe that is from another place maybe. But this is a story actually here we are seeing. So then like that 15 days is keep on going. That means this is kept. So then, then what happens? So by that 15 days, everyone is doing the kirtan and big, that means never, non-stop kirtan was going and nobody is looking. Then 15 days are over. Then, so there are the 4 beautiful forms. So beautiful forms, Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra. And at the time, Akashvani once again said, so she said that nobody can see these deities without any color. So without any painting, nobody can see this. And then she instructs for the Krishna, the what color has to be applied, that's a dark blue color. And for the Baldev, so the Shank color, that means conch, so that whitish, so that color should be applied. And for the, so Subhadra Maharani, so what color? That's the kunkuma color, like when the sun is rising before sunrise, that's Arunodayam, the Aruna color actually. And for the Sudarshan, red color. So like that she explains actually Akashvani what colors has to be done. And then Shabara and Shabaras will be, they applied that means they kept inside the cloth, and so then the color will be so applied, and then after that beautifully, so she instructs every year color has to be done again, and nobody can see without color or without any dresses. If anyone see that, that means, so apart from the archakas, that means that deity should not be openly, should not be kept like that. Then she instructs actually, and they will not be relieved from the samsara, like that she says. And also she says that this Sabara and Vidyapatis, these 2 family lineages will be doing this samskara. What samskara? Rang, that means painting samskara. Whatever painting samskara, these 2 family people only, lineage people only should be doing. So like that she instructs, and then Lord is beautifully decorated, that means painted, and so then they are decorated. And then next story is like the Ratha will be made, and after that Ratha making also is done by the different wood is taken, and which the Ratha making will be happening every year on the Vaishaka Masa actually. So Vaishakam, that means after that Vaishaka, Jaishtam after that Ashada. So in the Vaishaka Masa, so then some nakshatras, so movement is given there at that time. Every year, that means for the Rathayatra, Ratha to make, that's the situation. And also in that Purana it is explained how Rathayatra festival will be celebrated. That means the king will be coming and he will be cleaning the roads, and also what that means decorating all the sides, and how the Lord has to be taken. Before that Snana Yatra has to be done. So in the Ashada, so in the Jaishta Masa, the Sukla Paksha Paurnami, on that day, so Snana Yatra should happen. Okay, this is the Snana Yatra. Then after that, so next, when the Ratha Yatra should happen? On the Ashada Masa, Sukla Paksha, Ditya. That is today actually. Today is the Ratha Yatra. One should take the Lord on the Ratha, and the so-and-so instructions she gives. And like that, then after that, Gundicha margin and glories of doing the bath in the Tirtharaj, that everything is explained. So it goes like this. So just I want to mention only, thing is, there's so many discussions are there, but it's only 1 hour, and just I want to achieve from this class, from my side is, so this is the best, that means the best part of our Puranas, which is explaining about the Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra's, that's appearance, Sudarshan Bhagavan's appearance, and it's a very good book, and we can all refer that. That's my suggestion. So thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock, and Hare Krishna. So any questions or comments? Yes. Then next month.
Prabhuji, regarding that story of Nilmadhav and Vidyavati, which book we can refer? Which
This is Skanda Purana.
Skanda Purana.
Utkala Khanda. Vaishnava Khanda, in that Utkala Khanda actually. The chapters actually.
Skanda Purana. Okay, thank you so
Skanda
much.
Purana, yes. So Gita Press translation is there, but the problem is wherever there is a glories are there, their philosophy is not properly translated. But story is okay. Story is okay, but philosophy is out of our sampradaya actually. So that's why philosophy we cannot take. The glories, because now Yamaraj is glorifying, or the Brahmaji is glorifying, then after the even Markandeya is glorifying. So many glorifications are there. Na? Indra Madhurya Maharaj will glorifying, Vidyapati glorifying. These glories, the main problem is, so in other translations, glories are, that means they are discussing about the philosophy. And that philosophy is translated in a not proper way actually. That's why, so those philosophy glories are there. Na? Those part you should not accept their translation. Otherwise, just a story is okay actually. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so different kalpas, different pastimes happen. So I believe in 11th canto in Bhagavatam about Markandeya Rishi, he actually wanted to see Lord's Maya and he got sucked in.
Yes.
So that are the different, slightly different pastimes.
Yeah, of course, that is also, and also you can see, he will be staying for the 7 kalpas. This happened in 1 kalpa. What about the remaining 6 kalpas? That means the devastation happening in the every kalpa, na? So maybe in some other kalpa, for this Markandeya Rishi only, some other kalpa also we can accept that.
Yes, the Lord personally came and saw him. So he got the darshan.
Yes. Thank you very much. So Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaut Premanande.